Let's talk about Marvel Rivals, guys. Well, on today's video, I just want to show you how fun it is compared to Apex, but the pros and cons, right? So of course, like the pros and cons of like this game is that you're able to just play all these different characters, right? They're all unique in the way they fight, but just like what everyone is saying, like having the IP for this is just like phenomenal, right? Being Spider-Man, being Iron Man, and then older and like new characters that most people don't know about the comics, you know? Like Jeff the Shark. Like I didn't know about Jeff the Shark, or I didn't really know too much about Psylocke or any of the X-Men too much. But uh, the Guardians of the Galaxies here, the Avengers are here, right? And being able to swing around like this, crazy like Spider-Man, and learning all these combos, and then getting used to that, like I'm pretty sure I'm going up against boss. Why are you soloing me? What the fuck? But also like one thing that I heard about Rivals is how the system's gonna work, right? The teamwork systems, not having bans in the game, and also just like the developers choosing not to ban certain characters, right? And having the ability to do stuff like that, where each characters coincide with each other. Like, of course, Venom, Penny, and Spider-Man, right? Of course, they're going to team up, right? Like, why wouldn't they get the symbiote, or why wouldn't or like unique combos like what's her name? Squirrel Girl. Like no one knew about Squirrel Girl. Not really. I didn't know she beat the fuck out of Thanos either and stuff like that. But also like a con that I want to talk about specifically is just like how crazy it is to deal with 6 people, right? And dealing with that back in Overwatch, back in 2016 when Overwatch first came out and I was trying to get good at that game, even though I wasn't, right? Not saying I was like a crazy gamer. The max I hit was like diamond, but having to deal with 5 other people, not knowing where they're at, whether or not I'm gonna heal, or if they're AFK, drunk, smoking a little reefer here and there, but and then it's just a complicated ass game if you're not like constantly learning new things, right? Compare that to like Apex. If you have one friend with you, like I do with me and my friend Justin, all we have to deal with is one person, right? We have to deal with one person's bullcrap. And when that's all we have to deal with, that game becomes so much more manageable, so much more easier to control. And yeah, I can't compare like the gameplays to each other, right? Like this is a 6v6 hero shooter, right? And that's a FPS shooter, right? There's a huge difference. Like, look, I'm running around, I can't heal, pop a battery, I have to wait for them to heal, right? If I was new to the game and I don't know where anything's at, this is gonna piss me off, right? Like, come on. But this is fun until you start playing ranked, until you start meeting people who one trick one character. And I'm not saying that, I'm one to talk, right? I one trick Rampart. Like who plays Rampart in Apex Legends, right? But other than that, like imagine only playing, Hawkeye, or only playing Squirrel Girl or something, right? Like being a one trick in this type of game is so much more toxic than one tricking in like compared to like other games or even Overwatch. Being a one trick Widowmaker, a one trick, Bastion, if you remember that famous clip. But that's why I don't think I'm gonna like Rivals as much as I do, unless I just strictly play casual and occasionally touch, you know, ranked, right? Like this is not going to be my main game, and I don't think Apex is going to die because, like, of course, it's Marvel, right? And as you've heard before, Marvel Rivals is out. It's popping. But do you remember Marvel's Avengers? Right? What the fuck? Why are you killing me? Leave me alone. I didn't even do anything. But that's also fun. It's that like it's new. It's breathable. It's what Overwatch, should have been. And if you listen to your Overwatch, right? And having him talk about like going the completely opposite direction of what Overwatch did for a long time, because they were trying to like ban this character, buff that character until they're meta, ban that character because they're too meta, change it, buff that character for them meta. Like it's like no, like this game is like drastically more complicated because you're able to. Ooh, look at that. We're popping off. But one thing that I like about Apex is that you're able to like carry with one person, right? Like if one of your teammates leave, right, or if they don't want to be part of the game, or if they're throwing the game, right? Like it's gonna be so much more difficult to win the game if they're actively throwing the game, or if they just generally suck. Like in Apex, a 2v3 is somewhat manageable, somewhat doable. And of course, if you're just like mechanically gifted in Marvel Rivals, as you can see throughout the Twitter, YouTube, TikToks, edits, and everything. Let's go to some conquests just to make it a little easier to talk. So I'm not throwing people's games too, right? Like I'm in the middle of this, I'm just yapping, but luckily that the other team was pretty buns, and I'm pretty okay with Spider-Man. I'm not like the craziest guy, as you can see there. You've seen way better players do way better mechanics, but when I first started playing Marvel Rivals, like day one, the first second, as soon as it dropped, I was there. And I chose Loki, right? Out of all the characters that I could have chosen, I chose a random character out of the list, and I fell on Loki just because of how unique and playful he is, right? I like how it's not called support or healer, right? They're called strategists, right? Because they still can do unique things without you, right? So like let's let's take into account like what I can do here. Let me go invisible, let me find someone, and let's just pounce on them, right? Like this is such a unique way to play compared to Overwatch. Like I don't remember anyone becoming completely invisible, right? And Loki's not the only character, right? Now we have the Invisible Woman. Of course she's gonna go invisible, right? It wouldn't be like her ultimate, right? You see this? I found that amazing, right? When I first started, like, who wants to use a sniper as Black Widow, right? Like, of course, Spider-Man's fun, but playing this, where I can swap between my decoy, which, fucking Mirage might get if, the leaks are true. This is a unique way to heal. Let me go invisible, reload. Like, this is so much fun. But, like I said, if all I'm gonna do is heal five of my teammates who can't do shit and don't know what they're doing, look at that. Double the healings, triple the damage, triple the healing. Alright. Like I find this character so much fun, so unique, and just his playstyle is so much better. Like I like how the decoys are mimicking what I do, right? And similar to Mirage, they finally buffed him to like where he's crazy now. Like he goes invisible while healing, he goes invisible while healing, while reviving, while doing a bunch of things, right? And then compare that to Loki. His ultimate is taking someone's ult, right? It's basically Echo's ultimate, which is pretty fun, but it all just comes back to like I can't deal with all of these guys all at once, right? And triple kill. Triple kill. Easy. Me just walking around and yapping, not really thinking about it. But let's go. Let me heal my teammates. 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 Come over here. And you're dead. I'm healing and I'm doing damage at the same time. Like I said, I found that just a unique thing to do. Unique thing to have fun with. A unique thing to like be a part of, right? Look at this. Where the fuck did that come from? But yeah, I mean, it's just like my quick thoughts on like why I like Marvel Rivals and why I don't like Marvel Rivals. It's just I'm not going to deal with people's bull crap, right? And like compared that to Apex, and like I said, you can't really compare. You can't really, um, it, I don't know. It's hard to describe when, you know, games are super different. Like I can't compare Rocket League to Apex or Call of Duty to League of Legends, right? It's just like it's like comparing bread to, you know, a pizza. No, not a pizza. I don't know. I'm thinking of random things, but I just wanted to get my mind out, right? Just like everyone else is as well. And oh, I get their skin too. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, just like compared that to like what you can do in Apex, what you should be able to do in games, right? Like, of course, it's not you're not meant to carry the entire team solo, right? But when you can, that skill level is a lot higher, right? And bringing it back from Overwatch, bringing it to Rivals, I'm not gonna do that, right? And unless you have a full dedicated 6-man team that you're comfortable with, that's gonna take a long time before you find that, and then you start ranking up, and then they're not toxic. Now, hopefully, they're not toxic, or you're kind of awkward. I don't want to play with this guy no more because he only really likes playing this one chick character. It's like, bro, at least like in Apex, you can swap to Horizon, Lifeline, or Rampart, you know, whatever, and do your best, and your best can take you to top two, earn you some points there because you can do that, right? You're not the one. You're not the one that's going to, you know, suffer the consequences if you know how to play the game better than the majority of them, right? Rat towards top five, earn less, lose less, right here. But when your teammates are throwing it, the loss is the same whether or not you tried your best or you didn't. A minus 40, a minus 20, a minus 10. You can't really dictate that because of your teammates. And I'm not going to deal with that, right? I'm not going to be one that wants to do such a thing. And I'll play it if you guys like the content of Rivals, and of course you do, right? Look at the views that the gaming merchant's getting compared to, um, you know, to Apex right now. But yoinked him. Well, yeah, it's fun. They have so much content. Enjoy Rivals. I'm not saying not to play it, but I know that Apex is on a very, very low right now, and I know that having fun is definitely the way to go. But look at it now, right? Like people are complaining that Apex doesn't have enough content. Apex needs more content, needs more game modes, needs more this, more whatever, right? And they brought back the Buster Sword. They brought back the Pulse Blade in from Gun Run, right? Now it actually works. They brought back the EPG, right? They added perks, materia. They changed the game. They changed pubs. So what if you can't get a 20 bomb? You've seen people get 20 bombs forever now. Right? Now imagine them only getting kills with the EPG or getting the Buster Sword, right? Go check out my old video, the one that I just posted, right? Like compared to previous Apex and what's going on, Apex is very fun right now and you should be using it. You should be playing it. You should be having fun with it. And that's exactly what I did, right? I stopped playing ranked because it's a little bit dull right now, but it's so much fun to have, you know, the EPG plus the Buster Sword, dashing around, having this materia doing different things, the perks that give you all sorts of abilities or change your abilities slightly. It's so much fun. I really enjoy Apex, but I'm not gonna enjoy Rivals. I know that for a fact. I know that like dealing with the 5 people is not gonna be my thing, and dealing with um what I can do for other people. Like, do I really want to be a healer for, you know, 1,000 hours, right? Or hold left click as mercy for 10,000 hours? I know there's mercies out there with ungodly amount of hours on, mercy. Just like that shouldn't. I hope you enjoyed me talking about great about Apex, right? Because most of it is just negative or like Apex needs to change this. It's like no, Apex is fun right now. Go enjoy Apex right now, and I hope that I made things clear, and I hope I brought you something back, at least to try Apex before you think it's truly dead. Because I am not gonna deal with this, and I don't want to. All right, so go play Apex because it's better in my opinion, and it always will be. So I hope you enjoyed me yapping for a little while, and I hope you enjoyed a little bit of Rivals content of me just going around as Spider-Man, Loki, and Mr. Fantastic. So if you want to see more of me, or if you even want to see some Marvel Rivals, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, comment down below if you want to see more of Rivals, more of Apex. So see you next time.